king of the CG characters. Well, that's just an opinion, I guess, right? I mean, if we all talked about what is the coolest or the most engaging or the most, interesting CG characters, that would be a fun discussion. But for my money, King Kong in Peter Jackson's remake is pretty high up on the list of incredible CG characters because, I mean, not only is, he's really cool and he's destructive and he's fun, he's engaging, he's interesting, but you actually emotionally respond to this character. You sympathize with him. There's an emotional connection, and that's not easy to do with something that's basically just polygons, hair and fur, shaders, rigging, and motion capture. So fantastic work, I think, on everyone's account who put King Kong together. Directed, co-written, and produced by Peter Jackson. We've talked a lot about him. The film stars Naomi Watts as Ann Darrow, Jack Black as Carl Denham, Adrian Brody as Jack Driscoll, and through motion capture technology, Andy Serkis, our old friend, as the title character. The film's budget climbed from $150 million to $207 million, which was kind of a record at the time. And King Kong made domestic and worldwide grosses that eventually added up to $550 million, becoming the fourth highest grossing film in Universal Pictures history. So they made their money back. And why not? It also generated another $100 million in DVD sales. And I don't know what it's doing streaming-wise, but I'm sure it's doing very, very well. Peter Jackson, the director, decided early on that he did not want King Kong, or let's just call him Kong, to behave like a human. And so he and his team studied hours of gorilla footage. Andy Serkis, who modeled his movement, went to the London Zoo to watch the gorillas. But he was unsatisfied, and he ended up going to Rwanda to observe the mountain gorillas there in the wild. According to Andy Serkis, the mountain gorillas act quite a bit different than the ones in captivity. The 1933 film, of course, featured an extended sequence in which several members of the party were devoured by massive spiders and insects after being shaken off a log into a ravine by Kong. And this scene was pulled before release when Cooper, the original, director, decided that this sequence kind of slowed the film down. But Peter Jackson recreated this famously missing scene for the 2005 remake. And he also paid homage to the spider pit sequence by recreating the scene using stop motion photography. So there we are again. We talk about CG characters taking over the world and taking out all the other disciplines. Not so. Stop motion in the same film, right? Which he included as a special extra in the deluxe Blu-ray release. Let's take a look at King Kong in action. And as you watch King Kong, and you watch Kong specifically, you can imagine Andy Serkis with his facial performance and mannerisms giving life to this character. Check it out.